It sounds like training is critical to proper vaccine handling and administration. Who's in charge of that?
It's very, very critical, and the training responsibility varies from system to system, site to site. Sometimes it may be that the caregiver is trained by their immediate supervisor. Sometimes they may receive training before they start working in the farm from somebody that works with multiple sites within the system. But it's not often done in a very thorough manner, and that's nothing against the systems that are training these caregivers. It's just that we do have a high turnover in the industry, and at the end of the day we have to do what's right for the pig in terms of daily care. And so that's our number one goal every day, is to make sure that we're monitoring the health of those pigs and doing what we have to do on an everyday basis. And I think that's the real reason that sometimes training isn't done fully with every single employee that's on a farm and administering vaccine.
And I would imagine that sometimes things can literally get lost in translation.
Exactly. So another part of our industry is that we do have many caregivers that English is not their first language. And so there is a disconnect sometimes depending on maybe who is giving the training and their ability to speak the native language of that caregiver that they're training. And so because of that, it's just another limitation on making sure we're giving the best training and the best education and knowledge that we can to that caregiver.
And you know, training is one thing, but either way, vaccinating a barn full of pigs, that's pretty tedious work.
It's not a fun job. It's challenging. The environment, you know, we keep these barns warm for the pigs, and especially if we're vaccinating younger pigs, we often may be in an environment that is much warmer than what is ideal for our comfort level. And so because of that, it's physically challenging, it's mentally exhausting. You know, you're looking at multiple animals and making sure you're getting in the right spot. You need to be able to keep track of if you have vaccine left in the bottle, make sure that you're administering the right dose. And so there's a lot of things to keep track of and physically administer at the same time. So it's not an easy job. And yet it's such an important job. Yeah. And that's the challenging thing, is connecting for that caregiver to understand, yes, this job isn't fun, and it's not gonna be your favorite task every day, but it often can be one of the most important things you do for that pig. And they may feel like, you know, they're given that job because it's difficult, and that nobody else wants to do it. But in fact, you know, they're charged with that duty, and we need them to follow through and be the important person in that pig's life and getting that vaccine administered properly.
I would think that, you know, training is important, as you've said, but a lot of times it comes down to picking the right person for this job or any job. What can farms do? What should they be looking for in potential vaccinators, or whatever you want to call them? What sort of personality traits make a good vaccination person?
First of all, we have to arm these people with as much knowledge as we can. So we need them, again, to understand why they're giving vaccine. How does vaccine work? Why are we giving it? And often if they care about the pig, so that's another thing, you know, we've got to have somebody that's dedicated to doing what's best for the pig. And if they care about the pig and understand the importance of vaccine, then they are more likely to go above and beyond. You know, maybe they administer the vaccine to a pig, and the pig moves, and they think, I don't know if they got the full dose. We need the person that's going to chase that pig down and make sure that they got a full dose. And those people are very hard to find, and it might not always be easy to identify them right away. So I think, you know, again, training them properly, and then just getting out in the barns and understanding what their ability is in administering vaccine, and then also looking at their behavior in other activities. You know, do they care enough to make sure they're getting in the pens every day and getting pigs up and started on feed? Are they taking the time to get in the pens and treat animals individually? You know, a lot of those good behaviors are indications that they're going to care about the pigs. They are going to understand that if it's something that's difficult but it helps the pig, yes, I will go do that. I will put forth extra effort to make sure that I'm helping that pig.